Okay, for ages, the playbook for growing a business online was, well, pretty simple, right? You just had to throw money at ads. But what if I told you that whole system is starting to crumble, like really break down? What if there's a totally different way to connect with your best customers? A way that's way more powerful and, get this, doesn't cost you a single dime in ad spend? Yeah. Let's dig into how that's even possible and what it could mean for, well, everything. And this quote, man, this just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. While you're over here spending hours and money crafting the perfect ad, your ideal customers are literally out there, right now, asking for exactly what you sell. The only problem? You're invisible. You're just not there. You're not where the real conversations are happening. So let's talk about the old way, the collapsing ad model. This is probably going to sound familiar to a lot of you. It's that paid ad hamster wheel, you know? You just keep running faster and faster, pouring more and more money into ads, just hoping, praying for the next click. But the truth is, that system you're betting the farm on, it's getting weaker and weaker every single day. And oh, the pain is real. Just look at the cost to get a single lead. It's skyrocketing. We're talking 40, even 80% jumps in just 1 year. So you're paying way more for leads that are, let's be honest, kind of cold. They're not that interested or they're just not the right fit. Your RMI? Yeah, it's pretty much in a nosedive. And this isn't just theory. Let me tell you a quick story. There was this SaaS founder, right? Poured nearly $40,000 into ads, Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, the whole shebang. And sure, clicks went up. Traffic looked good. But the number that actually matters, revenue, it barely budged. All that cash, just gone. Poof, burned. Okay, so if the old way is broken, where do we go? What if your best customers aren't even looking at ads? What if they're all hanging out somewhere else? This, my friends, is where we find a hidden gold mine. And I mean a massive opportunity for growth. Just sitting there, hiding in plain sight. Take a look at this. Every single day, all over places like Reddit, LinkedIn, even Facebook groups, you see questions just like this one. People are straight up announcing what they need. This is not some cold lead you bought from a list. This is a real person with a real problem, basically raising their hand for help. Or how about this one? Someone's struggling to find software for their startup. They are literally telling the world their pain point. And you gotta understand, these people aren't just window shopping. They're usually at the end of their buying journey. They've done the research, they're ready to pull the trigger, and they're just looking for that one trusted recommendation to make the final call. And one more, just to show you this happens across every single industry you can think of. What tool helps generate B2B leads? Boom, another buying signal. This is the person who's ready to spend money, looking for the most helpful answer out there. This is the moment, the exact moment, where you can build real trust and a sale is made. So how big of an opportunity are we talking about here? Well, it's absolutely staggering. Get this, 99%. 99% of brands have no clue these conversations are even happening. They're totally invisible. Think about that. They're spending millions to shout with ads, while their best customers are just whispering what they need, and nobody's listening. It's honestly the biggest untapped source of customers in the world. Okay, so that's the billion-dollar question, right? How in the world do you find and tap into this gold mine? How do you stop interrupting people and start, well, actually helping them? This is where a totally new approach and a tool called Leadequator comes in and just completely flips the entire game on its head. And how it works is actually kind of genius in its simplicity. So first, the AI is constantly scanning millions of these public conversations, looking for those buying signals we just talked about. Then it figures out the context and what the person really wants. Step 3, it creates a super personalized, human-sounding reply. And from there, you just engage organically, and boom, you've just turned a simple conversation into a super high-intent lead. And you have to realize this isn't just some new feature on a dashboard. This is a whole new category of marketing. We're calling it organic engagement intelligence. It's a massive strategic shift. You stop trying to shout louder than everyone else, and you start listening smarter. It's all about being helpful, right at the exact moment your customer is asking for it. Okay, so right about now, you might be thinking, hang on, I already use social media tools. I've got Hootsuite, I schedule posts. How does this any different? And that's a fantastic question, because the answer gets to the core of what makes this a game changer. Here's the key difference. Tools like Hootsuite, they're passive. Think of them like a megaphone. They help you schedule your content and broadcast it out. They also help you hear if someone shouts your name back. But Leadequator is active. It's more like a set of super-powered ears. It goes out and finds new conversations with people who might not even know you exist, but who desperately need your help. It's the difference between talking at people and talking with them. And here's the secret sauce, the thing that makes this whole system work without being, spammy or robotic. It's called human in the loop. See, the AI does all the hard work. It finds the opportunity, it drafts a great, personalized reply, but then it stops. It hands it over to you. A real human gets the final say. You can review it, tweak it a bit, and then you're the one who hits send. This makes sure every single interaction is authentic, helpful, and totally compliant. So when you put all of these pieces together, what you've got isn't just a new tool. It's a completely new engine for growing your business. And the impact of shifting from just shouting with ads to actually listening, well, it's absolutely mind-blowing. First off, let's talk about the best number in all of business. 0. As in a $0 ad budget. Gone. And because you're talking to people who've already said they need help, your conversion rates, they're usually 3 to 5 times higher than with ads. Plus, you build instant trust because you showed up to help, not to interrupt. It's a total win-win.
Look, this all points to a really different future, doesn't it? A future where growing your business isn't about who has the biggest budget, but about who's the best at listening and the best at helping. Which leaves us with one last kind of crazy thought to chew on. As AI gets better and better at this, at understanding what we're all talking about online, could this be it? Could this be the real beginning of the end for paid ads? It's something to think about, for sure.